Hello, my name is Owen Cotton, and I believe the most important thing in the world is knowing that someone believes in you. What does it feel like when someone has your back, or does not have your back? Well, in my experience, you feel alone, out of place, or like someone who never gets past the ball in a sport, or never called in class. Throughout my whole life and in school, I've constantly had the support of my amazing parents. I cannot even put into words how much they've helped me over the years. However, there are still times where I found myself feeling alone because of things that were out of my parents' control. In the 4th grade, I felt that I truly didn't belong. I was unable to connect with my teacher, and her disapproval of me undermined my self-confidence, so I wasn't doing particularly well in class. I felt like she was always sending me bad vibes, and I could tell that she was waiting for me to make a mistake. She was quite tall and would literally loom over my chair just to see if I had gotten off task. That is never a good way to boost a kid's self-esteem or earn their trust, if you ask me. You can imagine this did not set me up well for the 5th grade. That year I started off overwhelmed by the amount of homework assigned. I was terrified at first. To make matters worse, I was, and still am, a relentless procrastinator. That was a gateway to a few missed assignments, and of course my own personal self-doubt. It also didn't help going through the middle school application process at the exact same time. Soon I had lost most of my self-confidence in the classroom. Outside of school, I almost felt free. Every day after school, I would tell my parents everything was fine and under control. But in class or in school, I most definitely felt trapped by all the pressure on me. That is when my 5th grade teacher, Miss Bloom, realized something was wrong. Miss Bloom is one of the most influential people in my life, because she made me feel understood. One time after class, she asked me to stay and talk with her about how I was feeling. I told her everything, the pressure, the self-doubt, the whole thing. And the way she responded changed my whole year, most definitely my view on school, and maybe my whole life. She told me, Owen, everyone truly is a talent or gift, and people who convince themselves otherwise just don't know theirs yet. I took that wisdom and ran with it. I proceeded to finish my 5th grade year significantly stronger than I had started, and I was able to raise my grades enough that I was admitted to St. Matthew's. Although school has got a lot better since then, something that has still plagued me is the pressure of getting good grades. I put this pressure on myself, and I try to do best in all my classes. But sometimes I still get disappointing grades on something I put a ton of effort into. Other times I feel like the grade I earn doesn't reflect my understanding or my intelligence. That experience is the definition of painful and frustrating for me. On our 8th grade retreat this year, I was able to share how frustrating grades can be, and how I don't think they accurately show how intelligent someone is. To my surprise, a lot of my classmates chimed in, agreeing with me. Then Miss Pierce spoke up. She said that she felt bad giving students poor grades, knowing that assignments can't actually assess all the different ways kids are smart or understand complex ideas. Especially in this stressful year, her words gave me a great boost of confidence, and I'm truly thankful for having such a great group of classmates to encourage me. In the scripture Emily read for us today, Jesus accepts the dishonest tax collector Zacchaeus. He's not mad or angered by the man's sin, but shows him love. Jesus trusts how Zacchaeus to change and to set the right wrongs he'd committed. This reminds me of Miss Bloom's acceptance and encouragement, and even more of my wonderful parents, whose love and guidance and words of wisdom are far too frequent and too long to put on one chapel talk. They have helped me to find the way and feel confident. Whether it's my classmates, Miss Bloom, Miss Pierce, or my parents, or anyone who's offered an encouraging word, it is the moments when someone has believed in me that have made me the person I am today. That's why I believe the most important thing in life is to not just try hard, but to have someone pushing you to do your best every step of the way. Thank you.